The town of Ravenswood had always been a quiet, peaceful place. But that all changed when a group of strangers arrived in town. No one knew where they came from or what they wanted, but they quickly took over the town and began to spread their influence. At first, it was just small things, like strange symbols painted on buildings and whispers in the night. But soon, people began to disappear, and their bodies were found mutilated and disfigured in the woods surrounding the town. The townspeople were terrified, but they didn't know who to turn to. The authorities seemed powerless, and even the local church refused to get involved, claiming that the evil was too powerful for them to handle. It wasn't long before the strangers revealed themselves. They were a cult, worshipping an ancient and malevolent entity known only as the Dark One. They had come to Ravenswood to perform a dark ritual, one that would unleash the power of the Dark One and bring about the end of the world. The townspeople banded together, determined to stop the cult before it was too late. But they were no match for the power of the Dark One. One by one, they fell, their screams echoing through the night as the cult performed their ritual. In the end, only a handful of survivors remained. They fled into the woods, hoping to find some way to stop the cult and their monstrous god. But the woods were alive with the sound of the cult's drums, and the survivors knew that they were being hunted. As they stumbled through the dark forest, the survivors began to see things. Shadows moved on their own, and the trees seemed to writhe and twist like living things. The very air around them seemed to pulse with an unholy energy. And then, they saw it. A massive, grotesque creature emerged from the shadows, its skin black as night and its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. It towered over them, its jaws dripping with blood as it let out a deafening roar. The survivors ran, but they knew that they were running to their deaths. They had no weapons, no allies, and no hope. The cult had won, and the Dark One had been unleashed upon the world. As the survivors fell, one by one, to the monstrous creatures that now roamed the town, they knew that they were living in a world of horror and despair. The Dark One had come, and nothing would ever be the same again.